Making sure that we are going live. Should be live by now. Yeah, it's showing that you are live.
I'll take a while.
Hello guys, if you're tuning in live, say hello, hi, and moreover, can you able to
Audible.
hear us?
Yeah, audible.
And is it audible? If you're tuning in live, say hashtag live. That'll be great and awesome. It's going to be an amazing session. It's more of education session towards our business session. Just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
All good.
All good. I can able to hear that. So let's start with this. Amazing. So here we are.
Welcome to Pioneer Prosperity Movement, and this Sunday we are into
24th
124th episode.
non-stop
Non-stop
all
Sunday Business Life. This is exclusively for our business and also giving lot of values, not
educational
only
values
about
and
business.
everything, and
Yeah.
moreover who we are first of all,
Mm.
because those are some new
New
people,
people, yeah.
newcomers come here. So in that case, we are Maddie and
Sudha here.
yeah. So here we are, guys, in front of you, and moreover, as we mentioned before, if you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching replay, as usual, hashtag replay, so that it spreads across. And by means of that, if it is not for you, some other person will also get benefited out of it.
Yeah.
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 And moreover, this live session is mainly for those who are parents. That's if you're a dad or mom, or if you're a single dad or a single mom, if you're working in a 9 to 5 or self-employed, at the same point of time, whether you feel it or not feeling it, that you have a lack of time and money, and you're always working for money, and you're always having a how long I'm going to do that, why do I don't have a time for with my family, and when can I earn more, when can I have more, be more, do more, and have more, why can't my life is not changing? If you're feeling all those sort of things, it is for you. This live session is for you, where we are going to what's say, like, open up or unreveal some of the facts, hidden facts, that you may not be aware about. Yeah. So this is a live session for you.
Also, this is for people who think, like, when it comes to a paycheck, the cycle. So you feel really a lot of things to be fitting in. You feel that struggle, the difficulties towards the end of the pay
The
cycle.
shrink.
Yeah, towards the end of the pay cycle. Or if you are a parent who has to tell your children to wait until the next pay cycle. We've seen a lot of families like that who lives paycheck to paycheck, to have managed a lot of. So this is for them too.
So in case, guys, if it is for you, say hello, hi, and make it as an interactive session. Are you, even if you're watching as a replay, just say hello, say
And
hashtag replay,
leave your comments.
leave your
Yeah,
comments below. If it is yes, if it is you or the one, those we have listed, so say yes, I am the one. Yes, I am the one. Just admit yourself. It's not admitting yourself, it's about telling the fact, being authentic and being truly honest to oneself. That's it. So in that case, without any further delay, we're going to jump on straight away.
This is more
So
of a value session.
so more of a business value
Value
session,
session.
and at the same time, at the end of the session, and also we are going to provide strategies towards the time and financial freedom. And at the end of the session, we are going to reveal something else as well. So stay tuned. I'm not going to say anything about it. So stay tuned. So yeah, let's start it straight away. So in saying that, because why we especially frame this live session, of course we are doing it for the past 123, and this is our 124th
24.
episode. Why we specifically taken this topic is because many parents are reaching us through our Facebook and Instagram ads. At the moment we are running ads, of course we are doing a business, and how we can make our business to make the people to know through our ads. Yeah. So because we have an automation system, so the where it runs the ads. So through the ads, we are getting many parents recently, where the many parents are coming up and asking that I don't have time with my kids, I don't have time with my hubby, I don't have time with my partner, I don't have time with my wife. At the same time, I'm getting only a limited amount of income. I would like to multiply my income. I would like to buy this, buy that. At the same time, I would like to have traveling like this. I would like to have a passion of doing this. So I would like to have more time.
And also the recent two of them whom we spoke, one is like a new having newborn,
Mm.
a mom who doesn't want to go back to work after maternity leave. So those are moms also keen of keeping their child with them and not going to work after a maternity break. And also we spoke to few of them who are pregnant,
Yes,
so they
yes,
are like a little bit foreseeing, what's next thing. So a lot of them, we the recent ones we talked, like two of them are also not only parents, couples who are already thinking ahead,
yes. We should two of them. Yeah.
those who are going to be expected mothers, and also who just had baby.
Yeah, it's good to see that actually,
Mhm.
like many of the new moms and actually new parents,
New
and not, I
parents.
won't say new, young parents and young
Mm.
moms, or even new parents and new moms, are actually started foreseeing it. Of course,
Mm.
if I'm going to continue what I was doing before the
Mm.
maternity leave, definitely I'll not be in a position where I can't able to spend time with my kid, because that's what happened to when I was when I was young. Even my parents didn't spend time with me. I know how far how far the pain will be if I don't spend with my kid, because I was missing my parents when I was when I was going through certain milestones of certain things. My parents was not with me. Either one of them or both of them were not with me. I grew up most of the time alone by myself. So whereas I do not want to say feed the same sort of pain to my kids, so that is why after the maternity leave, I decided to jump on for something like this. So there are many parents reaching us, but at the same point of time, why? So here, this session is going to be like a little bit of. We are going to ask you a few questions where it's going to be really thought provoking, because it's very good to great to so great to see many parents are started realizing and being aware that they have lack of time and money.
Mm.
But at the same point of time, on the other side, most of the parents even don't know their don't or not even aware about what they are lack of, which is really quite, I won't say pathetic, but but it is really shocking to see that why they are not aware about. There are few many reasons that why they are not aware about, because they're getting carried away. They are actually so busy by means of lots of commitment. They're
Mm.
getting so busy in getting carried away. There's one after the other, always there is one after the other. By means of that, they don't have even a time to sit and think and discuss and being aware about what is actually lacking in their life. But at the same point of time, both of the people who are aware, who are not aware, both of the people are stressed,
Yeah,
tired,
very much.
burnt out, frustrated, and anxious. And they know, those who are aware, they know that why it is going always similar. Yeah, and the weekend is coming, but again I'm going back to the same cycle. Why it is always similar? Whereas with those who are not aware, they're just revolving in the same cycle without even being aware, and they say that I'm happy, but they don't know that they're happy with what they have. They're happy with what they have by shrinking and fitting in. Both the categories of fitting in and shrinking within the comfort zone. Those who are aware, those who are not aware.
Mm.
I think you're following me what we are saying.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And those who are not aware, it is so shocking, but I'm not surprised. Those so shocking to see that they are saying that I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, they're happy with what they have by fitting in. But at the same time, when they are fitting and they say happy, their life is not expanding or growing, because they're fitting in within the small comfort zone, being safe. And being safe in that way for both the people is being stagnant. When you say being safe and being stagnant, what it means? There is no growth, there is no expansion. I'm happy with what I have. Some people say that.
Even a lot of moms who always say, oh, I'm exhausted before even the week finish, I'm so exhausted. And then taking here and there their sick leaves, and then they feel like a one day rest, and then going back to the same thing again, and then saying again, I'm feeling exhausted. Especially moms who have a growing kids. This has been like occurring more of a grind with moms, and also in general those who are putting more time at work. This is coming all together there, more those who are in the grind and then spending most of the time at work. They are like in the grind, they always feel exhausted and
Have
then
you,
not knowing why.
yeah, have you ever asked yourself, guys? Have you ever asked this one? This is one of the thought provoking question which I asked myself.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, for the nearly 6 7 years, I was asking by myself, and since I started asking myself, I got an answer,
Mm.
and then I became it. It opened up my mind, and I opened up myself towards another opportunity, and now we are living the life of complete time freedom. So I'm going to give you the same question. When it became normal, I'm just asking you, when it became normal to make money by separating yourself from the family, or make money by working for money, by trading your time for money, or just when it became normal, because I might be failing difficult, but I always ask this one: when it became normal for you and for many people, for most of the people, for 95% of the people, when it became normal that they need to make money by going outside from the family. It is even applicable for those who are working from home.
Mm.
If you are
Yeah, yeah,
employed,
yeah.
or if you are self-employed, or if you're having a small business, any category if you are in, when it became normal that you need to work for money by separating yourself from family, what is the point of having family? These are all the questions that I asked myself, that led me to where we are now. What's the point of having a family? Is the family is not to be together, spending time, quality time together, spending the quality time together, to be with them, around with them, without missing their milestones? Is it not for that family? Or the kids will grow by themselves, I don't need to be with them? Come on. Some parents do say that the kids do grow by themselves, I don't need to be with them, so rather I just go for the work.
And who do you think framed this as normal, like spending together as a family from Friday evening to a
Hmm.
Sunday,
Yeah,
and everyone accepting? Who think
you're not
this
accepting
frame?
it.
Yeah, yeah. Who think framed this, and then why everyone accepted as a
Wow.
normal? 5 days being like, you don't even really be together or communicate at the end of the day. That's it, like dinner and the bedtime.
Can you see that
Mm.
actually, like, you are being told, and you're someone framed, and you are being told to spend time with your family only on the weekends, but majority of the time, 5 out of 7 days, you are spending on your job.
Mm.
And even we did that too, sending the kid to the daycare, to the
Mm.
child care.
Yeah.
And we are conditioning. One thing I'm going to say, you guys, this is really going to be resonant to you. If you are a new parent, or if you are sending a child to your child care, I'm going to tell you that this is the fact. By just going and understanding this fact, it really alarmed me. I'm going to tell you this. When you're sending your child to a child care, there itself, you and the society around you is conditioning the child to be a worker. You can't deny that. When you're sending your child, even if they're not going to school, but for the sake of work, you might be sending your child to your child care. When you're sending your child to your child care, there itself, you are going out of the norm of being with the family, number one. And not only that, when you're sending your child to a child care, for any reason, what's happening there? You yourself are conditioning your child to be a worker, to be similar as you, right? when it became normal. Ask yourself when it became normal. Why it is being conditioned for you in such a way, and you are also told to condition your child unknowingly in such a way to send the child to the child care. We did that too.
Mm.
In saying that, we sent our newborn straight to the child care within after one year of maternity
Mm.
leave.
Yeah.
And when we ask these kind of questions, what's happening here? Why we got a newborn? Why we got a second child? And what's the point of living here without being with the child and sending the child care to the child to a child care? And why we are having a child here? Is it the child's fault? No, it is a parent's fault. It's not the society's fault because we don't have a victim mindset to blame the society. It is a parent's fault who are sending the child knowingly or unknowingly, whatever, irrespective of any commitments, irrespective of money, whatever it is, sending the child, conditioning the child based on what the society has injected onto you, conditioning the child, that itself being a worker.
Mm.
Did you ever ask this? Because we ask this within ourselves. We spend so much of time within this limited span of time that we had before. We spend so much of time to discuss about this. Why it's like this? What can we do about this? What actually we are doing? Yes, of course we are working hard. Of course we were working hard in the job that we were in as a physiotherapist, working hard. Nearly I work for nearly 50 to 60 hours a week, and she worked for 38 to 40 hours a week. Yeah, we working hard, but at the same point of time, working and working and doing. Two questions I asked here: whether we are a human being or human doing. Are we not a human being to be with the family, or are just a human doing to work all the time, knowing 5 to 6 days you have to work, only 1 or 2 days you have to be with the family? And sending the child care, doing that child to a child care, or all the kids to a daycare or school care, after school care, before
Before
school
school
care.
care, yeah.
What is this? What's going on around us? What kind of life we are living actually? And the second question I ask myself is, are we living to work or working to live? Ask yourself, are you here living to work or working to live? When you ask these kind of questions within yourself, that is where it's going to really provoke you and trigger you to go deep within yourself and discover yourself. The problem here is, since you don't have a time, and since you're getting carried away, since you're being busy all the time, you are not asking these questions to yourself and you're not discovering yourself. And why? I'm going to tell you this fact. Understand this. This is going to really slap your mind, I would say. I'm going to tell you this. Yes, you're going to work by Monday to Friday, Monday to
Mm-hmm.
Saturday. But I'm going to tell you this fact, unknown and untold fact to you. Even your weekends are being designed by the system. You are not designing your weekend. Even your weekends are being designed by the system. And today, or within this weekend or next weekend, what's happening? Being an Indian,
Mm.
I would say, being in we are from India, to be honest, and it resonates to any people who like the sports.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that today? Actually, there is a match going on between Australia and India, whatever it is. I'm not sure about whether it's today or whatever it is.
This weekend sometime.
Sometime this
Mm.
weekend or some coming weekend or whatever,
Okay.
they started promoting all the Indians, whether this one are winning, that one are winning. Okay, understand that. Is it any way changing your life? Is it any way making you to stop living these hassles that you're going through, hustling that you're going through by sending your child to a child care, or by what is it, like by going to a job? Is it any way changing your life? No. So these weekends are designed by the system to make you to be busy even on the
Yes.
weekends. Because you know why? When you're having the time on the weekend, what happens? You tend to start asking yourself all these questions. Since the system is designing your weekend, it is making you to be occupied with loads and loads of pleasure.
There is plenty of distractions around you, especially the time. There's like a very little time or no time to be spent for yourself, like on your own, to self realize or be aware, or even sit and think, or sit and discuss with family members, that talk, that communication in between
Hmm.
parents, how we are going to do, or any goals within family. What is the, what are we going to do in vision, like in 5 years time, all those things. That a constructive chat even within family
Deep,
members.
deep
Yeah,
constructive
deep
chat.
deep conversations and things like that. So there's like you need time for that. But all the time you have, the 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, has also been fully filled with distractions around you.
And those distractions are what those distractions are doing, it is making you to run towards pleasure.
Mm.
Because we humans are designed to escape from the pain.
Mm.
When you escape from the pain, what you're running towards? Pleasure. And the society is designing with loads of pleasure. What and all? Netflix. That's one of the main important thing I would say, because I was so impacted by that, affected by that, I would say. So Netflix, Stan, so much of programs in the media, and the news,
Mm.
and the sports,
Mm.
and the celebrity events,
And
and cultural events,
concerts,
concerts, anything.
lots.
Have you ever asked yourself that why all these events are happening only on the weekend?
Saturday and Sunday.
Why? Because the system is designing you to be busy on the weekends to run towards pleasure. This is the fact. This is so hard to realize, aware, and accept it. But the moment you accept this, the moment you realize this, that is where you tend to realize, oh my goodness, everything around you is designed to make you to stay distracted, to make you to stay out of pain. It's not out of pain, to make you to stay, to run towards, not to stay, run towards pleasure. The society around you is putting you in a take it for granted society. So by means of that, whenever you get a small amount of time, you will not dig yourself, discover yourself the pain that you have, because it's you will not allow it. Your mind will not allow it. Oh, there's a pleasure there, there's a sweet candy there, run towards it. Yeah, there's so much of sweet candy outside. And what happens? The mind run here, run there, run here, run there, run there. And eventually, you will not have a deep conversation within yourself. You will not have a deep conversation between the partners or between the
Mm.
parents.
Yeah.
And eventually, the next weekend, big day, you'll always run to the same. It always run to the same. It always run
Repeats.
to the same. Month by month, week by week, month by
And
month, year
year
by
by
year.
year.
Your 2022 will be is the same as 2023. Your 2024 will also be the same as 2023. And even after 5 years, it will be the same,
Same.
even worse as this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you this one thing, this beautiful sentence. You know how your life will be after 5 years if you don't make any change in this? Your life after 5 years will be the same as the last five. Did you get that?
Mm.
Your life after 5 years, if you don't any to make any decision or change towards it, your life after 5 years, your life after 10 years will be the same as the last 5 or last 10 years. And you keep imposing the same sort of conditioned life to your kids. And now I'm going to reveal what you do. You understand what's the reason why you don't have a time, why you don't have a money? I'm going to tell you this. Because the fact is, whether you know it or not, this is the fact. As long as you're working in your 9 to 5 as imposed by the system to you, as long as you're being in a small business, small, the name itself is small, and you're agreeing to be living small and thinking small and
Thinking
acting
small,
small.
yeah. Thinking small
Small
mainly.
business, come on. You're not here to be small. See, again, the society is imposing you to be small. The system, the matrix is imposing you to be small. And you're agreeing it. Oh, I'm a small business owner. Come on. So, whenever if you're working as a 9 to 5, if you're being in a small business owner, or if you are self employed, you know why you're always running. Whether you agree it or not, that is a fact, guys. You're
Mm.
always running towards back to and fro to work, or running towards a pleasure, instant pleasure, going back to the same autopilot. You know what's the reason behind? You are nothing but you are selling or trading your time for money by working for money. Oh, I'm not working for money. Yes, you do. Your ego will not accept it. It is very hard to accept it. Your ego says, no, no. Yes, but that's a fact. You are working for money. As long as you're working for money, okay, as long as you're working for money, you know what happens? You will become the socially slaved. If you're working for this, you will become socially slaved. I'm telling you. As long as you're working for this, you will become socially slaved, and also you'll impose the same to your kids to be socially slaved, because that much you are being conditioned in this life. That's the reason that why you are stressed, anxious, frustrated, tired, burnt out, because you are having a, knowingly or unknowingly, whether you listen to it or not, your inner craving is always telling you there is something more for you, and your inner craving is always telling you you are doing wrong, and there is a quarrel between you and your inner mind, and you are keep on saying that no, 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 I want to be safe. You are not being safe, guys. You are being stagnant. You are shrinking. You are not growing. The modern society is telling you to be safe.
Mm.
Indirectly it's telling you to be stagnant, because the modern term safe means what?
Stagnant.
Stagnant. What is stagnant? No growth. It seems like money is flowing, money is coming, but it's not growing, because your money is coming in this much, but the cost of living is going that much year by year. Irrespective of whatever the increment is, the cost of living is 4% more than your 2% of increment. After 5 years, it becomes 20%. Whereas your increment will, your job increment will be around 5 to 8%. 20% where, 5 to 8% is where. That is what is called as economic gap. Oh, before I used to have this is money, but now how much ever I bring money, I don't have money. Why? Have you ever asked this? Why? Because the cost of living is actually 4 times more than your increment. 4 times more than your increment every single year. You won't notice it first year, you won't notice the second year, but as the year goes, you will be shrinking a lot, you will fitting in, you'll budgeting in, and humans are not born here to live a budgeted life. I'm telling you, not only it's me, those who understand this. So as long as you're a 95 person, as long as you're self-employed, a small business owner, come on, small business owner, you are trading your time for money. Eventually, you'll be having a lack of time, lack of money to spend for yourself, or to spend for your family, or to spend for your life, to live the life to the fullest. You are being socially slaved to work for money, and you're imposing the same for your kids too.
It's really a hard pill to swallow, especially when we say drop a lot of truth bombs. Oh, I never thought about this way, because you never took time, because you say always no time, but where is all the time going? Most one third of your time, one third of your life, I would say, is going in the
Work.
workplace. So that's what it reconnects. When you connect all the points, you would definitely realize this. You don't have a time to self realize. Or whenever people like us, like teaching about like financial literacy, or dropping like like truth, real truth, raw truth, because you didn't have the time to think, because you're spending one third of that time in at work, and the remaining time with your entertainment and stuff like the distractions, whatever you spend. So when we say like this, if like, oh, is it, so it will be really hard and feel very very uncomfortable, and also very difficult to accept.
Hmm. Exactly.
Or nobody else, no, nobody else says this, these sort of
They don't.
things. Yeah, these sort of things I never come across, because I never thought about it. You can just like uh, just move on and do your regular things which you did last year the same time, which you will be doing the next year this time too. You
Exactly.
could straight away move on. You don't have to be here, because this is very uncomfortable, because this is we are talking straight to your heart, because we have we've been through, and also we are talking straight from heart. So
Hmm.
it will be really very uncomfortable to listen to this.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
How come all these times what I've done could be wrong? Oh, no way. You don't
Because
really
everyone
accept.
is doing, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So when everyone is doing, it doesn't mean it's not wrong. No, that is what the problem here is. The majority of the crowd is just blindfolded, masked, to just go on one side. Yeah, keep talking that.
Yeah, so this is what I was, this, especially if you are in the 5 day 2 day cycle, that is doomed. It is doomed, because there is no time for you to think about, am I doing the right thing, am I going in the right path? You don't have that time to think whether this path where I'm heading to will really be helpful to my family members in the long run, or will there be a big change in 5 years time, or last 5 years I was the same, last 10 years I was the same.
It'll be the same.
It will be the same even after 5, and then after 10 from now on. So do not take these words lightly. It definitely very very bitter and very uncomfortable if you realize, and then think about it, because our life story is different from your life story. So you have to really think about what path you've been and how it didn't work all these years. So if you go on like this, how it will be another 5-10 years. So you have to know that you're stuck. When you realize with your life story and then realize you're stuck, that is the hardest thing for anyone to go through.
So it's time now. It's time now to dig those uncomfortable facts and truths within yourself. Why it is time now? Because if it is not now, never. And if you don't do it by being selfish, it is not only going to affect you. I'm going to tell the other fact. It's not only going to affect you, but it's going to extremely impact and affect your kids and generations. You may be thinking that you are doing the best to your kids by sacrificing your life, but the real fact is you are digging the hole for your kids and generations. The reason? Because you are being conditioned to live a socially slaved life by working for money. This is the fact. As she mentioned, of course, it is so bitter to hear that. And some people, whoever is listening to, no, everyone is doing that. No, it's not actually, it's not wrong what I'm doing. We did that too. We were on your side. For how many years? 23 years we were on your side. But wherever the ideal time come to us, we started asking these questions. In fact, I could say that before starting this business, 2.5 years before we started this business, we enrolled ourselves into this business. Since I would say since 2016 onwards, we stopped. First of all, what we did, the first step, we stopped watching television. The moment we stopped watching television, that's where we got so much amount of time. in the evenings with the limited amount of time in the evening. And that time we utilized ourselves, because what the most of the parent do, either they watch television when they go back, oh I'm so stressed, I'm so tired, or they doom scroll TikTok, Instagram, whatever the social media stuff, YouTube, blah blah blah. And it pathetically you can see now
Or
in the house,
news, yeah,
on the
news.
news. In the news, of course, I
Mm.
used to spend so much of time in the news, and you can obviously see even at home you are being separated. You, if you're having a two kids or three kids, each kid is having their own TV on the room
Device.
or iPad or device, and you if you're a parent, your mom is one having a one device, you are having a device, you are always already separated in the home as designed by the society. And then where do you get the time? Rather, what we did is, right from 2016, I could
Mm, yeah,
say,
yeah.
we stopped watching television. We put the condition of to use to use the mobile only in a specific time, not all the time. And the means of getting that limited amount of time here and there, we really dig into the deep conversation. Yes, it was so comfortable when talking about it. So much of pain. At times we cried. But those times really made the foundation for us to realize and to be aware, to digest that hard pill, and to change, to evolve, to accept, to embrace the unknown, to make us to be a coachable, to make us to become a coachable person, to make us to learn what is happening here, what's going to be in another 5 years time. If you don't change in another 5 years time, if you don't make any drastic courageous step, it will be the same as the last five. We understood this fact, and by means of that, here we are living our life. And at the same time, it didn't happen overnight. It just happening because of committed, consistent, courageous action that we have taken. Not simple action, extraordinary action that we have taken, because we are so committed here, so committed here, and by means of that, we know where we are heading to by means of this growing. So as long as you're trading your time for money, as long as you're working for money, yes guys, you are working for money. As long as you are selling your time, not only your time, you're selling your family time, your time, your family time, your kids time including. As long as you're selling your capped time, because time is capped, as long as you're selling your capped time for money, what you get is a capped income. But the cost of living is getting bigger and bigger. You are getting a capped income. Where do you get time? Where do you get money then? You are selling your time. No time. 24 hours a day. You are getting a capped income, and the cost of living is more. Where is the money? That's why you don't have a time or money. You have a lack of time and money. Understand this. Those who are aware are not aware of the problem, you must understand why it is a problem, where this problem is emerging from. The moment you understand this, then only you can see the solution as it is. Otherwise, either you dwell in the same problem, or without being aware of the problem, you will remain being shrinking. So here, that is why you need to understand why it is a problem. Why? Where this problem is coming from? What is the reason behind this problem? The reason is nothing but you are trading your time, you are selling your time, the means of working for money. That's a fact. As long as you keep doing this, your life will not only be the same, but also will be shrinking, will come down eventually. It's not only going to affect you, but also it's going to terribly condition your kids and generations. Don't you ever feel that you are here for more to change the trajectory of the life, not only for you, for your generations? Don't you ever feel that? We felt it by means of asking these uncomfortable questions and the facts. We felt it. We do not want to impose the same what has been imposed to us. Oh, the society, it's because of the politicians, it's because of the cost of living, it's because of the fuel price. No, we are not having the victim mindset to blame others. Rather, it is a time now to take that complete responsibility self responsibility, how we can twist, how we can change. Because whatever the life you are living now, it's because of the choice that you have chosen to be the same like that. So it is the same person, you are being the same person. Take the self responsibility of changing it. Nobody's going to help you here. You yourself must bring up that change within yourself, because if you don't change now, nothing changes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So it is time now. And the moment you realize, that is where you tend to realize that as long as you trade your time for money, you will never achieve the time freedom. You will never achieve the financial freedom. So what is the strategy? It is very simple, guys. It is so damn simple. I'm not saying it is easy, but it is so simple to achieve the time freedom and financial freedom. The number one is you need to be aware. Number two, accept. Number three, embrace the fact. And by means of that, step in, step out of the comfort zone. By means of investing your time and money initially to learn that unknown, embrace that unknown, embrace the change. Because if you want time and money, if you want enormous abundance of time and money, oh no, I don't want too much money. Why you are confusing yourself? I don't want 100,000 K per month. Why not? Where this lack of money concept or scarcity mindset comes from, scarcity money mindset comes from, you need to dig in again. Why you don't want that money, but you're working for money again? If you take so much of money, all the money from the world, still there will be a money, because money is in abundance. You are having the similar concept of what was before 1970 with the gold standard of money. There is no such gold standard. Every single day the money is getting printed abundantly. If you take money, it doesn't mean that you are taking from someone. That has been injected into you, but that is no more. Don't get condition yourself like that. So coming back to the fact that it is very simple to achieve that financial freedom, but you need to understand all these things, as I said before. And to achieve that financial freedom, yes, initially you need to invest your time for yourself, invest your money for yourself with the right business vehicle. By being around like optimistic and success minded people, by being around with them, by learning from them, and by growing with them. Did you get what I mean? You got this. Nobody's going to come and change your life unless you change. So it's time now to realize it. Self realize, self aware, self realize, self accept, and embrace, and step out of your comfort zone. Because if you remain being in the comfort zone, you are not only being comfortable, you are shrinking, and it is not only going to affect you, come on, it is going to impact and affect your kids and generations. Do you want that to be conditioned life, that sort of conditioned life to your kids, by playing small and being in what is called a small business? Come on. When it became normal like that, coming to the new natural, to bring in the cash flow, not by trading your time for money, rather making more money with your money by investing once, with the right business vehicle, with one time investment, lifetime business, even for generation, by making a passive legacy and generational wealth. I'm talking about for another 10 generations, with the right business vehicle. And fortunately and gratefully, we are with that right business vehicle, which is patented too, which has got a patented business plan and patented commission structure for how many years? 49 years. And which is having a business plan for another 500 years. So educate yourself by means of the facts. If you're just joining in now, watch it from the first, guys. It is going to really not only educate you, it's going to really change your life. This live session is so powerful. It definitely is going to really change your life. Make notes and start asking, and not only asking yourself, discuss with your partner. If you are with your partner or your wife, or if your husband, or if you're single dad or single mom, ask yourself over and over again and again. This is going to not only thought provoking, it is going to excavate so much of hidden facts to bring out that pain. Yes, it will not be comfortable, it will be uncomfortable. Don't run towards a sweet candy, the pleasure. It is time now for you to bring a change by taking that self responsibility, because no one is gonna help you here unless you do it by yourself. Because we did that, and we know how hard it will be, and we know on the other side how beautiful it will be, because we are living on the other side with a complete time freedom, because we are in our week 17 of our full time
Full-time travel.
travel. We do not want to wait until retirement. So in saying that, we have mentioned about what we promised for, and we have given the strategies, a simple strategy using a right business model and right business vehicle. So in saying that, as I said before, what we are going to reveal is we are going to have a live webinar. When it is
Tuesday, 7 p.m. AEST.
live webinars Tuesday last.
Live. It's all about our online business, which we are in for the past 2.5 years, nearly 3 years. So you get all the factual information all about the business. Like what is this business about? And we're going to discuss a lot of numbers, and also what sort of guidance or help do you get? What sort of mentorship is available, like one to one?
From us,
Yeah, there's a lot of very, very factual
and how much you're
information.
going to make,
Yeah.
and how many successes around the globe are succeeding with this business. And if you're watching it now, if you just jumped on live now, start it from the first again. We are highly suggest and recommend to you, start this live session right from the first again. Go back and watch it from the first after this finishing this. Don't just watch it in the middle, because we have given so much of thought provoking question which is going to really dig you deep to discover your position of life, and why you need to change your life, not only for you, for the generations. And by means of that, then you will come to know, oh yeah, yes, it is the fact. So if it resonates to you, not if it, certainly it will resonate to you. We know that as long as you're in your self-employed, as long as you are doing a small business, as long as you are doing a 9 to 5 or 8 to 6, whatever it is, this will definitely resonate to you. And it is time now to bring the change in your life, because if 3 million people can do it by being in this business, we can do it. If we can do it, you also can do it. Jump on to our
Tuesday,
Tuesday
7 p.m. live webinar. We've got
Australian Eastern Standard Time,
loads of
loads of values,
factual, yeah, factual
all the
information.
factual information that we are going to provide for you to take the next step. In saying that, there are 2 steps involved for you to step into the business. Yeah, we're just showing you and sharing you to take the first step. You are not in the business even after the only after the second step you will be going for the business. You will not be in the business. You're going to get to know first of all, and then jump on to the 2 steps. Then only you're going to be in the business. You're not going to lose anything. Rather, you're going to gain, because we are developed this with a win-win mentality, not with a win-lose mentality. So it's time now to change. Bring a change in you first, and then bring the change around you as well for your generations. So in saying that,
Yeah.
let's all
See you all on Tuesday, definitely.
see you on Tuesday. So
7
let's,
p.m. You want to play that?
yeah, let's succeed together.
Let's succeed together.